Hello everyone, welcome back to our 30-day AI challenge. This is Mark here, and if you're new, just joining us, please click that link up above to watch the entire thing. If you're joining us again, thank you and welcome back. Today we're going to talk about which AI powerhouse delivers the best articles. We're going to pit DeepSeek against Claude AI in the ultimate battle for writing supremacy. Whether you're looking for speed, creativity, or cost effectiveness, we'll show you which AI tool comes out on top. Stay tuned, you don't want to miss this. If you are returning, please like and subscribe, as well as hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single one of our videos. Also, down below you can download the AI checklist, which will include some of the prompts that I'm using here today, and you can do your own 30-day AI challenge. All right, I've been touting DeepSeek and its ability for coding and such lately. But today we're actually going to work on the writing part. I have a prompt set up, and this is going to be writing on an herbal garden. And I'll share the prompt, like I say, in the checklist. You can get it for free. Just download below. So DeepSeek message, we're just doing a chat here. This is the actual prompt, 1,000 words. So we'll see what happens with DeepSeek. We'll get that started. Okay, and we're in Claude now. We'll go ahead and paste in our prompt there, same exact prompt. And we'll hit go with that. While that one's writing over there, let's see how DeepSeek did. Looks like DeepSeek's done. Overall, paragraphs are a little bit long. I'd break this up a little bit, but let's see what it actually did. So we'll go ahead and copy this. DeepSeek has a couple of big indicators on that. Remember, the good thing about DeepSeek is it's always completely free. If you're worried about AI detection, we can go ahead and adjust this. So we want to go here. This is 0GPT. Let's see what happens as we detect. I'm guessing it's going to be pretty high for DeepSeek, but let's see if this one's done. Take a look at it. And this one looks a little bit nicer. Grow herbs in container garden fresh. Home start gardening might seem out of reach if you don't have a yard, but container gardening brings fresh herbs right to your windowsill or patio. Okay, kind of a nice hook on that. Let's take a look and see this one here. Oh yeah, see this is from DeepSeek. If you care about it, I mean, anytime I do any type of writing through any of these, what I'll do is I'll use this as a background and then add a couple of things, clean it up a little bit, space this out a little bit better. This looks nice in here. This looks nice in here. Watch a little bit of the wording, but again, this is from DeepSeek. And how many words did I get when I asked for 1,000? Just out of curiosity, this is 747. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we'll check out. We're just going to copy over this. Control A. Oh, and before I do that, I got 98%. So yeah, that's pretty high AI detection. I don't really worry too much about that, but a lot of people do, I know. So we'll go ahead and this one I don't need because it doesn't have the intro, doesn't have closing thing. So that's just perfect. I can just copy this out. And let's go back over to this one here and see how we do with Claude. Control V, detect. Don't need this up here. So 56%. All right. So there are some obvious things in this. Easier to clean up if you're worried about it, but I like the layout of it overall. Let's take a read on it. Oh, how many words? That was the other thing. 679. Okay. Well, what I would do for both, let's try one more prompt, adding one more thing to it. Please expand on this, but do not add any fluff. Okay, and I'm going to do the same thing to Claude over here. Please expand on this, but do not add any fluff. All right, and I'm guessing that both these numbers are going to go up. Well, they can't go up much more with DeepSeek. Let's see what it turns out here, though. It's looking a lot better. So a couple of the keys that would really tip this off is introduction. If I take this out, it's setting the scene, the big ideas. So breaking it down. So all of these little titles in here, like that, this is fine. This is fine. Real life takeaways, take that out of there. Tackling challenges, conclusion. So what it actually did, if you come up here to my thing, these should not be used like introduction, setting the scene. It should just be written more naturally. If I take that out, if I tell it to rewrite it somehow in there, but look what Claude did. We don't have that. Ooh, that's a little bit too much like just a list. All right, well, let's go ahead and copy it anyway and see what happened with Claude. Copy this out. I like my initial one first, but let's go ahead and come back up here. So Claude was how many words? It was 679 and it had 56%. Right. Control V and go. Detect. Let's see what happens here. Oh wow, that dropped way down. But what happened is, all right, actually this isn't a bad post, but it's like lists. I don't like list posts like that. And look, it expanded on it by dropping the word count. That's not very good. So let's take a look and see what DeepSeek did with it. Come back down here again. Let's just go ahead and copy. And let's go ahead and go to this one. This is the Zero GPT. Come up here, paste it in there and go. See if that one may have done any better. Yeah, actually that made that a little bit better. I think that was 98% before. 960 words. So that came out a little bit better. And I like the actual layout of it, but yeah, I would go in and still do some editing. You shouldn't just copy and paste these directly in because it's just drivel otherwise. All right, let's read it. Did you know that you can grow a thriving garden even if you don't have a backyard? Herbal container gardening is simple, space-saving way to bring fresh herbs and greenery to your life, whether you live in a cozy apartment or bustling suburban home. Yeah, it sounds a little bit robotic, right? Let's take a look at what the initial one of these said. We'll come back up here. Growing herbs in container, fresh start to home gardening. Starting a garden might seem out of reach for you if you don't have a yard. Okay. But container gardening brings fresh herbs right to your windowsill or patio, from fragrant basil to hardy rosemary. Growing herbs in containers opens up a world of cooking possibilities while creating a lovely green space in your home. Okay, so I like the way this one's laid out much better. It's much clearer, more conversational, less robotic. So in this case, in writing articles, I would still stick with Claude versus DeepSeek. But DeepSeek does have its place. It's just not really for writing the articles yet. Who knows what they'll do in the future with it, and maybe they can make it more natural language. But that's my opinion. So tomorrow we're going to be going over some other things that will be very helpful. Probably talking a little bit more about social media and such and how to leverage those with your AI.